Hello staff, this is Mr. Hernandez, and today I want to show you how to create a Canvas assignment with a Word, PowerPoint, or Excel document embedded in a Canvas assignment using the Canvas external tool option in the assignment editing features. So for this example, I am starting off in my assignments page of my sandbox, but we want to have a document ready, prepared ahead of time before you come to your assignments to either add to an assignment, edit a current assignment, or create an assignment from scratch. And so to do this, you need to start off in your Microsoft email account. All right, so I'm going to go to mine on my top of my web browser here. And so what's really neat with our LCPS teacher accounts, we all know we have this nice email provided to us. It's Microsoft Office 365, but there's also other tools, apps embedded within this program, right? So we all know about OneDrive, but we also have Word Online, PowerPoint Online, and Excel Online built into this resource. And so it's really neat where you can create or even import documents onto here, in particular into your OneDrive, and then take it over and implement that, embed that into a Canvas assignment using external tool. So I am here on my Office 365, right? Sign in as if you're signing into your email. I did login.microsoftonline.com. You could also get there with office.com, either one. But instead of clicking on your typical Outlook for your email, let's click on OneDrive. You very well could start off by clicking on Word, Excel, or PowerPoint if you want to, but I found that it's easier to start off with OneDrive, especially because of the fact that you can store and organize your work. For this example, you're seeing my file system here, my folders for this example, but I'm going to go into a particular folder where I have my stuff for this school year, and I'm going to create a practice document to use for this example that I'll use as an external tool assignment on Canvas. So up here we have the plus button, and so when you click on plus, you find folders, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, all these other options as well. For this example, I'm going to use Word. And so for those of us too, some of you might be thinking, well, I already do this with Google and Google Suite and Google Drive, right? Yes, Google also lets us add assignments externally to our Canvas assignments as an external tool, but I have found that that will then require the students to know their Google logins. Now, granted, personally, I have trained some of our current fourth graders and third graders. Current fifth graders and fourth graders at our school are used to using their Google accounts from being in the computer lab in the building from previous years, but so many haven't been using them or they've never done it. It's just another extra step. Maybe some of you are already doing it, and great, you can continue to do that and do all of these steps with Google. And it pains me to say that because a lot of you know I like Google, but for ease and simplicity and efficiency and just making things just smoother, that's why I use OneDrive, right? And doing it this way. And so let me continue. I just had to let that let that out. I had to explain that. So click on Word, and I'm going to create just a random practice assignment. Okay, so tailor this to your needs. You could have even imported your own Word documents, your own activities that you already have prepared. If you're going to make one up from scratch, you can, right? For this example, I'm making it very basic, okay? Just to get our point across here, okay? I'm not going to go into all the features of online Word and all these other documents. They're very similar to the desktop installed versions of all of these, but you'll notice as you explore, there's a lot of features that aren't there that the installed version would allow, but very basic features sufficient to get the job done online embedded in Canvas. All right, let's remember to name this document. I'm going to click up top I'm going to call it practice name typing, whatever, it doesn't really matter. I can click outside of the box, hit enter, and it will save. Okay. And so here's the neat thing. By creating it and having it automatically saved in your OneDrive teacher account, what Canvas is going to do is when you tie that to an assignment, Canvas will then create another master copy. Okay. So some of you might have been thinking already, well, I don't want them to ruin this. How am I going to send this to them? I don't want them to ruin the master copy. Your master here is actually going to be duplicated, placed in a brand new Canvas folder, and that one is what's going to be shared to the students. But they will also have their own copies, so they won't even ruin the copy of the master, if you will. And to show you where that is, okay, I'm going to go back to my OneDrive folder here. I'm going to go back to my files. And so when you embed any of these documents into an assignment, Canvas will automatically then create this folder for you in OneDrive. And so all of your assignments that are embedded as an external tool from Microsoft Office 365 apps like Word, PowerPoint, Excel will be placed in this folder automatically for you. Okay, so if I click on Canvas, I'll see the name of my course. And again, Canvas is going to do this. So if you haven't done it ahead of time, it's best that you don't, right? Because Canvas will then create these folders for you. But again, you do need to create your original, right? From the get-go, okay? But here is my Canvas course, okay? So as soon as you embed it, it does it automatically. But again, we had to create this one from scratch, right? Create it, okay? And so now that I have it created, it automatically saves. For those, again, of you familiar with Google Docs, Google Slides, any of the Google stuff, the minute you stop typing, these documents save automatically. And so that's what's great about whether you're using these on Microsoft Office 365 online or on Google. Okay, same idea. So let me come back to my practice assignment. Okay, I'm in my sandbox. And then in a moment, I'll show you also what it kind of looks like in my real class, in my actual class, what to expect. Okay, so let's click on create assignment. I went back to my course. So you did your assignment ahead of time. You created your document ahead of time. You saved it on your OneDrive. Come to your assignments page in Canvas. Let's create that title. Give it some generic directions. Again, I'm going to be very brief. You guys be as detailed and thorough as you need to, right? Okay, so very basic. I'm not getting crazy with this, okay? And so you guys fill out all your parameters that you need to, right? Do what you got to do with all this stuff as points and assignments and things. I have the habit of making all my assignments complete and incomplete. So for me, that just feels good just to get that out of the way. And so now here's the thing, submission type. So mine's already showing an external tool here for submission type, but normally you might see this when you start creating an assignment from scratch, right? It'll say no submission. Or if you're editing a current assignment, especially those assignments from the Commons, you might already see this, the online option, and text entry or something might be already selected, right? File uploads or media recordings, whatever. But for this external tool assignment, we have to click on the submission type drop-down menu, select external tool, and now we need to find it. All right, so let's click on find. And so this new window opens up. We want to scroll down to where it says Office 365. This box is really tiny for me. So here we go. It says Office 365 Cloud Assignment. So we want to select it. And so because I've already done this often enough with my course content and materials, I don't necessarily see any additional windows prompting me to sign in. But in case you see a window that says you must sign in to your Microsoft 365, your login, Active Directory, whatever, all of that stuff, just make sure you're putting in your LCPS email and password, your current. or if it shows right there, you can click on it and press allow. But I've done that already a long time ago, so I go straight into my OneDrive right here. And so here we go. And then the same process is for Google Drive if you're doing with Google. Okay, but again, I'm using OneDrive because it makes it easier because students are already signed in with um, their OneDrive because it's the same as Canvas. It's the same as Clever. It's their username with their last name, first name at lcps.net and their password, right? So just everything goes so smoothly with this. So anyways, let's find that document, right? Find where you placed it. Okay, here's that document I just created. Let's check it and let's select attach. And so now behind the scenes, Canvas is creating this document and that folder in your Canvas OneDrive folder. We have the original still. It's not going to be messed with, but a new master is being created in your Canvas OneDrive folder for this course. Now, don't leave by pressing X. You still have to press select here, okay? So we're going to press select. You finish editing and selecting your choices as best as you want. We will press save. And again, when you finally push this out to students, don't forget to press publish. And so here we go. Here is my embedded Word document, Office 365 app document from my OneDrive. Okay, this is it. You see the title of my assignment, my brief directions, and then here's my document. Now, here's the thing. When students see this, let me go to student view just to show you. Maybe the first time, okay. Oh, this isn't my course isn't published yet, so this is a bad example, but let me go to the real one. So let me switch. This is a good time to switch to my real Canvas course, right? And so you see how cool that is? Like the assignment is already there. Students don't have to go anywhere else. It's really neat. Granted, and I'll show you in a second in my real page, there's another step because right now I can't click in this box. This, like if I start clicking in here and typing, nothing's going to work. It's going to say edit document here, or there's another option I want to show you in a second. But let me go to the real one that I have. So here I have a real assignment from my computer lab class. Here I give directions. I always put videos. I embedded this as an external link assignment with Office 365. But what I want to show you, let's see if it pops up in my student view here for students. Let me scroll down. If students haven't signed in already with an external assignment with Office 365, their Microsoft account, which again is the same as Canvas, the same as Clever, they're going to see this login option. And so it's not difficult at all. They have to just press login, and then I have my directions up here just to refresh myself, but they'll press login. They'll have to just press that login to Office 365 button. This button will show up on their end. They have to go through some prompts that say accept and close. And when they finally do that, they'll get into the assignment. The assignment will automatically pop in on their end. Now, because I'm on student view, even on my real assignment, my real course here, this is as far as I can get in actual student view, but let me go back. But the students on their end, they will see this. You see how I just loaded up at the end there of my directions here? The window popped up, but for them to start editing, they click on the edit document button. And then right here, there's the first choice. It says edit, make quick changes right here using Word. Okay, so I click on it. And now I can start editing this. Now here's the thing. I am in my teacher assignment, right, for this assignment. I'm in my teacher portal. And so this is active. This is the master. If I make any changes right here, it's going to reflect on the student copies, okay? So this right here is the copy of the master, right? It's the copy of the original. It's not my original, but it was the copy of the original that Canvas makes for you. And from here, students take this and make their own. Now, when students start interacting with this, this does not change this at all for the teacher master on Canvas, all right? But from here, they can start typing. And a while ago, I hope you noticed that. Let me see if I can get out of this and come back to it. I hope you saw that there was a couple of options. Let's see if it reloads the way I want it to show you guys. Here it said edit document, and I encourage them just editing the document as long as the document maybe is not too complicated, it's not too dense. Editing it right here on Canvas hopefully is enough to get the job done and get the assignment done and submit right here on Canvas. So that way they don't have to go anywhere else. They don't have to download anything. They don't have to save anything to their computer. They don't have to upload anything. It's right here. But you do see this option, open in desktop app. For those who are comfortable and want to do it this way, they can click on open in desktop app. It's going to download a file version of this, and then they could open it up and it'll open up Microsoft Word, the actual program. Now it's being referred to as app, but the actual app or program on the computer will open up for them to customize, edit, do what they got to do, save it, and then upload it. But if they just click here, edit in browser, it just makes things go so much smoother, whether it's a Word document, PowerPoint, Excel, whatever. And again, the same applies to Google if you ended up doing this with the Google stuff, okay? What you don't see on my teacher end, but on the student end, that submit button would actually show up right here on the right-hand corner of the students. And so they'd be typing away when they're done and they feel like it's good enough, right? They fulfilled everything. Click submit and it sends it to you. It's done. That's it. They didn't have to go anywhere else. They didn't have to do any other downloading, saving. It's done. It's sent to you. It's turned in, complete. Now, the great thing, I'm staying here on my actual real live Canvas course. What's cool is that these assignments show up on SpeedGrader. Let me click on SpeedGrader and let me show you some student examples. Hopefully my students don't mind the work that I'm showing you, but I mean, they just show up right away. They show up in this standard window that SpeedGrader shows for a lot of the assignments, but no trouble at all. They just load and it just works. Now, SpeedGrader also gives me the option to download the actual physical file, right? I could click on right here. It's kind of hidden on this example here. There's a down arrow to download, or I can click on the down arrow here on the left-hand side. So if you needed a physical copy, right, for our data collection purposes, for a SAT and whatnot, you could download it, right? But it's all here, ready for you to grade, write feedback, and send back to the students. And all your other students show up right here with the drop-down menu, right? You guys are all familiar with that anyway. But yeah, I hope you found this helpful. I was able to show you how to create an original with your Microsoft Online Word app, right? Found in the same place as your Office Outlook, right? Your LCPS email as a reference, right? We were able to create the assignment of an original, or we could have imported one that you might have already had. We went to the assignment page. We created the assignment. We went to external tool here, right? Let me scroll down here as I'm summarizing for you all. We clicked on the external tool button. We clicked on Office 365. We found our document. We selected it. Here's Office 365. It says Cloud Assignment. We press select here as well. Okay, I'm going to press cancel for this summary again, but you guys remember, you clicked on Office 365, clicked on the assignment, click select. Again, this works for Google stuff if you want to use the Google stuff with your class. Finished your settings, you clicked your save and publish, and voila, it presents to your students. I hope you found this helpful. Good luck with your assignments and including this external tool. I wish you all the best. Bye for now. Bye-bye.